Good morning, crafters. I'd like you to paint along with me today. I'm doing some ATCs. The lovely Amber from Amber Kintyre sent me along a couple of canvases, because I'd won them in my winnings from her, and bless her heart, she sent them along. She'd left them out of the box that she sent me. So I've been having a little play, and I've done the large canvas, and it come out quite well. I was pleased with it, so I thought I thought we could paint together. So you're going to need a couple of ACTs. I've gessoed these just to give them a nice, start to soak up the paint. Some paper, some card, very, very thin card. Doesn't matter what size, but some thin card. About, now how wide's this? I never know, do I? I'd say 2 inches, and this one is about just under a ½ inch. It really doesn't matter. I just measured it to the height just to see how far I could get on the ACTs. Some scissors, a flat brush, because we want to paint the colour onto the ACT. If you've got a nice flat soft brush, any brush will do, but you know me, I usually use me head, as I call it, because I lost my handle. I usually use that, any brush. And then now these brushes, you're going to have some fine brushes. This was perfect because we need a nice flat edge, but it is quite wide for what I need it for, but I hope it's going to work. It worked on the others, and now I've given it a go on this one. So we need some fairly small brushes, please. Then you need lamp black acrylic. I've tried to do this to speed it up for you. Some cadmium yellow, lemon yellow, and I can never say that word. Have a little look. There you go. Right, you can use any colours you like, but these are the colours I'm using. And then last thing, you want a nice little metal kitchen scourer. Okay, doesn't matter if it's been used, just make sure you've give it a good wash out. Okay, so let's just place all these just to one side, give myself a little tiny bit of room. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut a circle. It doesn't matter if you can't cut the shapes very well, it doesn't matter, it's just as close as you can get to a circle. Okay, how many have we got there? 1, 2. Right, now not much, it's just enough to hold it, so I literally just touch it and put it in the center, left hand side in the center. Again, just touch it, because we don't really want it to stay there forever. It's just to adhere it while we paint. Center, left hand side of your ATC. Okay, and then your pieces of paper to put your ATCs on while you paint. Now the first thing we do is you need this other piece of paper to get your paint off, because it is a bit juicy, and we do want to keep the colours separate, and I have only got this nice soft brush that I want to use at the moment. So first of all, we start with that darker yellow, and we literally just go across the bottom. We are not worried if we don't come up that far. Okay, then just wipe your paint off. I'm a little bit liberal with my paint. I will learn, because obviously purses have been closed at the moment, and I haven't got any black, and I've run out of this nice, you can see I've had to squeeze that flat to get that yellow out of there, so don't be too liberal with it. Then we go to the next shade, and with this one we put this one at the top. Okay, we put that shade, and now you're just going a fraction over that little circle, just a fraction over that little circle. I need you to go. There we go. Alright, again, get the extra paint off. You can always use this for a backing. I'll have to get a little bit more off, I'm afraid, because this lemon very light. Okay, and now your lemon. Now you've got to go straight across the middle, and the reason being you're trying to blend those colours in. Alright, touch it and across the middle. You're blending those colours together. You'll see why in a minute. Alright, there you go. Again, get off the excess paint, and we have now finished with that brush. So get that straight into water because it's acrylic. I learnt the hard way on that, so that will help. Now, oh, I forgot to say something pokey. Any pokey tool, anything pokey, please be careful. I am very, very accident prone, always have been. So be careful if you're going to be using something very sharp. And you're just going to lift that little circle out. Oh, off you get. Lift your little circle out. Look at that. You could leave it, almost leave it like that, couldn't you? Lovely. And again, lift the little circle out. Now you can see why. Ah, now. Oh, that's a shame. Good job that's done, because you can see what's happened. I have got a load in the middle. Oh, what a shame. It must have lifted as we went under it. Now then, so that's handy that it's done that, because at least you can see, you know, we'll be able to get round it. Now, have you got a little cotton bud handy? A little cotton bud or anything that you can wipe that centre out with. As you know, these acrylics are quite good to get up. We've just got to leave that there, haven't we? Right, okay, let's see. I'm just going to wrap this cotton bud round a baby wipe and see if I could just lift a bit more colour out of there. That's okay. There we go. Right, okay. Another piece of paper. Trying not to be too frivolous with these sheets, but they were what I took out of there you go. And it doesn't matter if you've got finger marks or anything like that. It really doesn't matter. Move that out of the way. Okay, right, so we see them. There we go. Now then, now what we're going to do is we're going to get that flat end brush that I told you about, and what I want you to do, a little tiny dab in that colour, and I need you just to lift it up and twist. Little dab in the same colour from the base, lift and twist, and do it again. Lift and twist. I know it sounds silly, but that little twist does make a difference. There we go. Alright, very, very faint. You'll think, oh, that's a bit faint, looks like a desert. But you'll see what happens. Pull it up and twist. Pull it up and twist. Okay? Again, doesn't matter where you do them. Pull it up and twist, up and twist. There we go. Sorry, I haven't quite got enough. That's better. There we are. Okay. Right. Now, this is where we get that smaller brush. This is quite fine. And now we just do a couple, we just dip it in the paint, and we just do from the trunk out, we'll just do a couple. That is enough. Oop, just a couple. There you go. Try it tiny as you can. I'm a bit heavy-handed, as you can see. Okay, there they are. Right. Okay, now you're going to get your wire. Oh, what's it called? What I said earlier. You turn your ATC on its side, dip it in that paint that you first used, and now you're going to come across the bottom. Very nice. And the same, dip it in that paint and bring your scourer. There we are, metal scour. It come to me. Takes a little minute. There we go. Look at that. And you can just go a fraction above the line. Just a fraction. There you go. Let me lift it up and show you. Hope you're still with me. It's well worth it when you see the finished product. Okay. Don't need to get rid of, change that paper yet. That's okay. Little rag, wash your fingers off. Now we're going to do the lighter yellow that we had on the top. So you turn your scour around, nice little blob, and we come across the top. You're going to think to yourself, well, oh dear, you can hardly see. You can hardly see what she's doing there. There we go. Little dab. It's just to get it juicy and some texture is what we're after. Okay, there you go. Now, this isn't my doing. This is J. Lee Painting. When you finish watching, please stay to the end. When you finish watching, pop over to J. Lee Painting, and oh my goodness, there was this one. Then there's a lovely blossom, oriental blossom. Then there's a green, and then there's a blue tree in a lake. I'm going to have a go at all of them because I just love them. They're simple, nice early, nice first stage acrylic painting, and you get a nice enough result that you feel happy with yourself. Okay, now what we're going to do is we are going to get your scour again, turn it again, pull it about a bit, turn it again, and now we're going to go in with the black. Alright, okay, now we're going to go in with the black. This was the scary part. You need to do like a crescent. We're going to come round and up, come round and up. And then you're going to turn it round. Oh, no, you're going to move that one out of the way. And then you're going to do the second one. Turn it round. And you're going to again do the crescent. There you go. Alright. I think we need a little, oh, stay there. Another little bit of paper, just so it stays tidy for you, so you can see what I'm doing. So now we've added the bush. Okay. Now we're going to get that brush again, that flat brush, and we're going to drag and twist. Flat brush, drag and twist. Flat brush, drag and twist. Okay. I've been keeping it in threes. It was easier for me. You'll see the first one I've done on the larger. Acrylic, you'll see how it was a little bit easier to and drag. The art is coming from the bottom and dragging, and can you see what's happening here? The colours behind is almost making it look like bark, which I like very much. I think I'm going to have one right on the end here. Yeah, there we are, look at that. Okay, wash your brush off. Okay, and now this is where the card comes into play. Now you are going to just dip the card in, and this is the effect you're going to get, a line. Okay, so we just dip the card into the acrylic, and you're just going to dab it and dab it. Dab, whoop, acrylic, paint, sorry. Okay, just some little lines. Now you get the smaller one. And you're going to do little tiny branches off of all the other ones that you've done. Little tiny branches. It doesn't matter if they come out faint. That is what is the beauty of it. Just do little tiny branches off across each other. Oh, that moves a little bit. There we go. Turn it round. Little branches. Okay, all right, okay, and now you turn it sideways, you dip it back in the black acrylic, and you go across the top. Like I say, you can do this with any colour. Keep turning it, keep adding in like a crescent shape, and then just a couple of little ones further down to make more of the leaves. Same with the next one. Right, okay, wipe off your hands. Nice clean bit of paper. Let's wipe that centre off a minute. Okay, now I've made an error. Can you see these big blobs? I've made an error there, but I'll show you the couple that I made just before this. Same process, so I'm not changing anything. Let me just show you. There we are, and they've not got as many blobs on them. Alright, look at those. Now, they were the little ATCs. I think it looks like, you know, like a wood, like you're in a wood looking out of a wood. And this is the big one that I made. Okay, and it was such fun. It was such fun. I wasn't sure whether it would work on the little tiny ones, but it's worked enough for me. I'm pleased with these little ones. It's a shame my blobs were a little bit bigger. As you can see, the tree blobs there were just a little tad too big. So I'll show you this one. Oh, excuse me, I'm over here, you. Okay, let's move that all out the way. There you go. And you can see what he's done with a cotton bud. Where's that cotton bud? Did I throw it? Oh, we're lucky. We've got one more. I haven't found anything small enough that I could do the little ACT. I suppose I could use those white pens, couldn't I? I could use those white pens. They would work. But you can see what I've done. As you, let's get that paper back again. As he, with the you dab it in the light brown, and as you go across, and I think they look like the spores, you know, that blow about as you walk through a wood. You can see all the little spores. Yeah, lovely. So pop over, like I say. I'd look at the state of this, how I've wrote it down. You can see it, can't you? It's J. Lee Painting. And he goes on to, like I've said, he goes on to do the cherry blossom. He does a lovely green one with a couple standing with a dog. Oh, they're lovely. And you saw how easy it was. Just a kitchen scourer, and what fun. And I was quite pleased with the turnout. And I thought what would be nice, I'm going to pop that. I thought what would be nice, I'm going to pop that into my art. Where are you? Come here. My mixed media, my art thing. There we go. So I've got my first one there that I had a go at. Then I done me brushos, playing with my brushos. Then I did the beads. And now I'm going to pop that one. I know it'll be sideways, but I'm going to pop that one, punch some holes out and secure that in there. So I've got a little memory of my journey with the art there. Okay. And it's got the holes that won't stick out. Lovely. Right, if you've had time to follow along with me, smashing. If you follow along with me, smashing. If you have a go, let me know, please. Show me somehow. You know, even if you don't want to upload it, I'd still like to see it. You know, if you could send me a picture on my email, that'd be lovely. Yeah. Okay, crafters, go and have a play. Bye.